Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
New at Asham, load up and go with our redesigned curling broom bag on wheels. This bag's all-terrain heavy-duty wheels glide with ease. Its solid construction is durable and fits all your curling gear. Check out our website at asham.com.
Eat.
Meet.
Stay.
Canada Inn's destination centers are your home for hospitality, with 10 locations in Manitoba and 1 in North Dakota, featuring the finest in accommodations, food and beverage, entertainment, banquet and conference facilities, and so much more. For the best service and best value, your only stop is Canada Inn's. Call today at 1-888-33-CANAD or visit us right now at canadainns.com.
For exceptional customer service that measures up to any job, see the experts at McMahon and Yates. From tools to materials and everything in between, the experts at McMahon and Yates make sure that you have everything you need for your next project, all delivered right to your door. McMahon and Yates. Make it better.
From small towns to big cities, Chicken Chef is comfort food you can count on. We're your chicken choice, and pizza choice, and salad choice, and so much more. Chicken Chef, bring your appetite. We'll take care of the rest.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
At Viterra, we believe in the power of connection. Our world-leading agriculture network connects producers and consumers to supply top-quality food ingredients each and every day. Our team takes great pride in working closely with farmers to help feed the world. It's something we've been doing for over 100 years. And as an industry leader, we're dedicated to playing a critical role in meeting the needs of a growing world. Because together, we're stronger and achieve more.
Curl Manitoba is proudly sponsored by Manitoba Pork. Good for me, good for Manitoba.
Original 16. Celebrate things done well.
Today's sponsor, PharmaSave. Canada's community pharmacy is proud to support Canada's community game.
At PharmaSave, we see you, and we care. We see the people in your life who depend on you, so you can depend on us. For prescriptions for common conditions, expert health advice, or support for life's little mishaps, come talk to your PharmaSave pharmacist.
And now collect and redeem Air Miles reward miles for even more value at PharmaSave.
For exceptional customer service that measures up to any job, see the experts at McMahon and Yates. From tools to materials and everything in between, McMahon and Yates. Make it better.
Today's sponsor, Recycle Everywhere. You drink it, you bin it.
Ooh, I like it.
New at Asham, the Shore Glide Delivery Aid. Precision, stability, and style all in one. Available with or without broom caddy. With its durable design, it's built to last season after season. Check out our website at asham.com.
If you grow up in a small town in this part of the world, you basically learn how to curl real young. The kids and even adults who didn't have a place to go because so many facilities were closed. So people started gravitating to our rink and coming out and skating, curling. It became a place to come every weekend for so many families. We would see upwards of 70 people coming and going, on a given Saturday or Sunday. I think it means a huge amount to so many people. It's an opportunity for friends, family, everybody to get together, have some fun.
Win a chance to cheer on Team Canada at the Worlds in Moose Jaw. The Jets, the Bombers, the Gold Ice. or your favorite on a night out at Assiniboia Downs. And support the Manitoba Curling Hall of Fame and Museum effort to preserve Manitoba's curling history and celebrate the greats in Manitoba curling. It's a Manitoba Sports Ticket Raffle. Tickets are $5, 3 for 10, 10 for 25, or 40 for 50. Scan the QR code on your screen now for the complete prize and raffle details and to buy your tickets, or go to raffle.link/MBCurlMuseum. Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
Our feature game today is the Nash Sugden team representing the Morden Curling Club, and from the Selkirk Curling Club, Ryan Campbell.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba.
Start again. Okay. Good afternoon, curling fans. For the 2025 Co-op of Manitoba Juniors Men's Provincial Championship. Our feature game today is representing the Morden Curling Club, the Nash Sugden team, and representing the team Selkirk, Ryan Campbell. So just to bring you up to date on how the last rock is determined, it's the draw to the button, and turned out it was a close draw. The Sugden team had 2 in the 4-foot, and the Campbell team ended up with 1 on the button and another one in the 4-foot, and it was the Campbell team that come out on top, but very tight. I'm your host here, Barry Rabe, with my co-host Sean Taylor. Sean,
Barry,
should be a good game today.
Should be. I've seen both of these teams play before, and they've had some good games. Both of them have done very well in the MGCT, or Manitoba Junior circuit there. So yeah, they've done really well. So we've got the Sugden team curling out of Morden, and the Ryland Campbell team actually curling out of Selkirk. So going to be an interesting game. Going to be a good game. I think with these teams we'll probably see a few rocks in play. So yeah, as we've just to kind of introduce the teams, the Campbell team's throwing right now. So when you look at the Campbell team, Ryland Campbell is the skip on this. Logan Zacharias is playing third. Josh Evans at second, and Ryland Graham is the lead on this team. Sheldon Zacharias is the one that's coaching these fellas. So with the Morden team and the young Sugden team, it's Nash Sugden is a skip. Tyler Fair is playing third. Tano Treichel is at second, and Ryan Thiessen is playing lead. Now they do have a fifth or alternate listed, and that's Quinn LaGlace, and Gord Chikowski is the coach on this one. So
let me know, guys.
yeah, we're kind of underway here. We're into the second rocks, and game's on, as they say.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to play very similar to some of the other games that we've seen in the past so far this week. Just throw the first ones in the house and kind of throw them up and down. Get their feet under the first end and bank a little bit of time. And see it quite often in the second end. We'll see something break loose and throw up a garter there and get a little bit busier. But certainly is an advantage. Both teams have 10 minutes of practice time before the game, so they get to move the broom around and kind of know the line of ice pretty good, and the weight. So
yeah, gets a chance to kind of get their draw weight down, and if things do get messied up in the first couple of ends, they should be ready for it. So
and being the third game of the event, I think their nerves will be out of it a little bit. So expect a real good game here today.
Yep. Line's perfect. Really good.
Yeah, nice draw over the.
Yeah, nice shot right out onto the corner.
Thank you. 14-8, by the way.
There's
Clean,
Logan
clean.
Zacharias with his, should be his first shot.
Hard. Hard.
Gonna stick it on the rings. No, it just rolled off, I think.
Just rolled off by the looks of things.
Not in.
Yep, there's our confirmation.
I think you just
Younger
go
eyes
here.
than we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a good idea just to play to the other side of the sheet. There's no sense letting the other team maybe getting a hit and rolling behind it or anything, so just ignore it. And no advantage of hitting it because it can't be put back into play anyways.
Right. And at this
Looks
point,
hot. Line's
you're down to
red.
third rocks. You might as well come in the house. Both teams are actually
Make sure
playing
you're here.
for
I
a
think you gotta
blank
go,
at this
boys.
point.
Gotta go. Wait. Gotta go hard. Really gotta get a piece. Hard, boys. Can't leave that.
And they did, just short.
It's kind of hard to maybe blame the sweepers there. Not that you would, but if that was down center line, it would be on the rings by now.
Yeah.
It's just as you draw away further away from the rings that you just run out of paint there. But nevertheless, it's an opportunity to throw a draw around it, use it as a corner guard.
Yeah.
Lots of line. Lots. They look firm. No, close. Yep, yep.
And it's starting to move now. And this one fooled these guys as well. It looks like the weight wasn't bad. They just were trying to wait on it a little bit, and it took a big move right at the last as the weight come
He
off.
never gets under there, so I don't mind this. Okay. Clean, clean, yep, yep, yep. Gotta go. Hard. Yep. Hard roll. You're good.
So Tyler/Brock comes down, nose hit.
We were commenting earlier there, Sean, that just all of these junior players now, they just have so much rotation on the rocks.
Yeah. Control.
Very similar races on wall. It helps things for the skip to call line.
For sure.
I guess there's a possibility you can roll under there, snug a little bit, a couple inches under it.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, there is room by the looks of things. But even if he does that, that straight run back, they're going to be so tight together that the straight run back's there, just like a normal nose hit sort of thing.
Curl. Hard curl. Hard curl. Right up. Right up. Sorry.
You mind playing here?
Yeah, you just never want to come too deep and then he's got something to hit and freeze. I like getting it here, then he's got to probably play that.
Yeah.
It'll go right at the end. Just top 12 though. Like half buried. Because then he's probably still playing the double. Like running it. 15 probably.
So it looks like the Campbell team's elected they're going to try to attempt to go around that corner guard, or at least dug a little piece of it around.
Line's good.
Not much.
Sweepers like to wait, but it seems hanging out there a little bit, Sean, but starting to finish here now.
Line's fine. Got a curl. 14-8.
Weight's looking real nice.
Can't be behind. Can't be behind. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, and a great shot there.
Really
It's a
nice
nice
shot.
draw weight to right out of the chute. You could follow it down and try to bump it with soft weight, but it looks like it's half to 2/3 open, so you could just play a normal hit on it.
It's good, it's good. Ah, shit.
Looks like they're electing to maybe play, what would you say, with ice like that, hack weight maybe? Push it through?
Yeah, probably just enough, just to make sure that...
just to kill it?
Push it out, so...
I'd finish hard, though.
Yes.
It's been nice movement in the ice. Did the draw, the very first one yesterday morning, and probably wasn't as much, but this morning there was more, and it looks like good movement here. So
yeah, it looks like not bad movement here, so which is good. I haven't. This is my first chance to get down and watch or participate in the event. So
yeah, anything where there's a medium center guard, it seems they're never easy, but could certainly get around and bury behind it.
Right.
Sweeper's got to go on this. Looks like going to
looks
rack
like
on the
he's
top
all
and
over
roll
that,
in, I think.
All over the guard.
Yeah, it's kind of unforced error, but that's why they run around it. So Nash is looking for the skip's deuce here. He's got an open draw to the paint to score 2 points.
Fish draw the ocean.
Should be fairly close. He threw that tough shot out into the weeds there. So this one he's coming right down center.
Definitely hotter. Definitely hotter.
Line's fine.
Out of his hands, he says it's a
Your
little bit
outside's
quicker.
gonna die a little bit.
Yeah, starting to slow down here as it
Well,
gets
he's out
closer
in a
to
bit of
center
fresh ice that hasn't really been played. They've been playing it outside,
14-7.
inside out there. So, and
Right.
14-7. That was kind of the same weight he had on his first one. So,
perfect, right on the
nice
button.
little
So-
right on the button.
So it gets 2 points. So after one end of play, Team Sugden leads Team Campbell, and we'll be right back.
Back 8 the entire way down, scaring me.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
At PharmaSave, we see you, and we care. We see the people in your life who depend on you, so you can depend on us. For prescriptions for common conditions, expert health advice, or support for life's little mishaps, come talk to your PharmaSave pharmacist.
And now collect and redeem Air Miles reward miles for even more value at PharmaSave.
Today's sponsor, PharmaSave. Canada's community pharmacy is proud to support Canada's community game.
New at Asham, load up and go with our redesigned curling broom bag on wheels. This bag's all-terrain heavy-duty wheels glide with ease. Its solid construction is durable and fits all your curling gear.
Welcome back to the 2025 Co-ops of Manitoba Junior Men's Provincial Championships, hosted here at the Brandon Curling Club. And after one end of play, Team Sugden leans just Team Campbell by the score of 2-1 after 2 real good draws by the skip, which you call skip's deuce. Sean went around that corner guard and got a forced error, clicked the guard, and had a free draw for a second point. So not a lot of action in play, but neither generated 2 points nevertheless.
Yeah, it can turn around quickly. It just takes one little miss like that by Ryland. And
Still like this.
They threw the first one in the rings. This time I think they're going to elect to, I'm not sure, cover it, but maybe split center line. Throw a guard up there. could elect to come in the house with a 2-point lead.
Yeah.
We're all there. Line's great.
I think you see him kind of, put a couple of rocks in play, throw something. It always helps if you just kind of score two out of nowhere. Come back and try to put a little more pressure the next end on it.
Yeah,
keep
the heat on.
Drag it.
Shaking a little bit because they didn't get the blank they were hoping for.
We know it's just grabbing, right? I mean, I think he just undericed you a hair.
Opportunity for the Campbell team to, looks like they're going to make a play on it, try to roll over behind the corner guard. At least get some separation on those rocks.
Sure. Yeah, they're not going to be too worried about making the double here. It's kind of more important to get and see if they can get somewhere right behind that guard of theirs.
We gotta go hard.
Looks like he got that one started a bit.
Not exactly what they're looking for, but they did eliminate one of them.
Yep.
Never mind that. He's probably just hitting rolling.
I don't even.
I like 3.
Looking like they're coming tight to the house again.
So Nash, and Ryan, like you say, just to come tight into the house. Kind of keep playing, still trying to stay in that kind of what you call the control zone, just on the top of the 4, top of the 8 foot.
Yeah, I don't want to draw up a long guard and give the Camel team something to draw against. I'd sooner slip in the house and be long here.
Bring it over, Curl. Really nice.
Well, there's the guard, Sean. Do you elect going to go around it or go around the corner guard? Keep the play out to the outside.
Looks like he's going to keep the play on the outside and go around it. The way those 2 yellow rocks are staggered, he could potentially come into the center too if he wanted.
But it's early in the end. That way you draw everything into the 4 foot. You kind of choke off a lot of your scoring area.
Exactly.
Yep.
So this isn't a bad shot. I like this shot.
Line's good. Line's good. Gotta go wait. Good.
See if they can get a little bit of finish out of it. And looks like they duck a little bit around, but it's still going to be fairly wide open with the way it moves and how high that red guard is.
Not shot rock, but it's under cover, and they just need to get some rocks in play and then make a good shot late to try to score 2 or more points.
Mm-hmm. And this early in the end, it's not crucial that be the shot rock. Trying to hide it was probably the more crucial part of it.
Always tie. Always tie.
3 top 12.
Gotta go right up to it. As far as you can.
Got to go for weight, I think.
Really gotta go right up. Really gotta go. As far as you can. As far as you can. Really gotta go
Working
right
hard on it.
Right up.
Dragging it as far as they can, but not quite.
Not quite. A great line if they could get it there another 3 feet, but
where that's sitting will actually help the Campbell team a little bit, kind of hides theirs. And if they can open up the other shot rock now and bring the play back over there, then that might kind of line them up for their deuce and at the end of the end.
Yeah, they're electing to run the peel back. I thought maybe they might have went around that one. But
Whoa, girl. Whoa. Yep.
Now, if they can get a little bit of a roll towards their other one.
Ooh, just missed
Just
it.
about.
Yeah. Well, a couple of
Come on the guard.
good guard could elect to come in the house and maybe even bump their own back here, but they're looking for that tight guard again.
Mm-hmm.
Line's closed. Where? Line's great. Right over curl.
So just trying to replace that guard that was there?
Well, if he kind of gets a ducked edge on edge, it takes a straight run back through. I think he did.
Yep, he did.
Excellent shot. Can't run that one back now, so looking to run the red, make me a double peel, open everything up.
I think that's what you'll see.
Okay. Girl. Whoa.
I'm going to jam it.
Still left the center guard, but less rocks in than there was. So.
No, I like this throw. I just think I gave him too much ice again. Is that or you try this? You're probably giving a double.
That's good communication that you can hear between the team members, right?
Yeah.
Came down wanting to know what's happening. Did he set that one out? And Ryland said no.
Yep.
He thought Logan threw it all right. He just gave him too much ice. So, that way you can go back down to Logan and you say, hey, you threw that one. Okay, don't worry about it. Just kind of throw it the same next time. So, otherwise you get whoever's in the hack kind of second guessing themselves a little bit sometimes.
Making unnecessary adjustments. It's a little wide, so I better be light or heavy. Or,
yeah, exactly.
This one here, they just want to quarter on or get it behind, and they did.
They did too.
Okay.
So, Campbell team's deciding to go on the offense now, which excellent opportunity now that those guards are overlapped. And
well, with only 3 rocks left to them in the end here, it is time to try and get Logan to hide this one in behind.
Yeah, and 3 rocks in the house, so there's going to be no blanks. So
that's right.
Go looking for points now.
Through.
Looking a little warm at the hog line.
Looks like it. The boys aren't wanting to touch it at all. So,
wanting to stop in the 8-foot if we can for shot rock.
Good movement. It finishes nice in there, but I think he's going to slide out of the 8-foot and now lies second and third shot.
Yeah, my bad. Gotta make sure you're behind this. You can never leave it late. Okay? Yeah. Like even if you go to here, that's not the end of the world.
Looking to come around that center line guard. I think if they get it biting the 4-foot or something, just stay in front of the tee line, they'd be pretty happy. Yeah, the skipper just made 2 pistol draws down there last end, so he should be pretty close on his way here.
Shouldn't be too far off.
And basically you're by that guard. You're curling.
Having shot rock and a 2-point lead right now. Looking to lay 2.
And judging by the way that Logan's rock came down there, it'll definitely duck in there. It's with a little lesser weight. I didn't happen to notice whether Tyler's had his broom was more ice than what Ryland had given Logan or not. It looks like this one's moving.
Just the difference in the weight, right?
Yep. Not sure he's going to get by the red one, is he?
Well, it's not terrible. It chokes off that draw now for the Campbell team. So they got to change strategy coming around there. I guess it's still there. It's a little bit of a tight port driving through.
The other way, maybe. Okay, we can do that. Up to you.
I think the easier of the 2 shots would be to come around the outturn
Just
side.
come around, for sure. I mean, there is that yellow rock that's up in the top 12-foot.
Okay, I like that.
You could potentially come off the edge of it and roll in for shot rock, but then that opens up the other red rock as well.
Is there a yellow double there? I guess it is if you can throw it hard enough, but
if you
it's
can
pretty
throw
flat.
it hard enough, but I'm not sure that it's there because you're going to have to come with the intern. You can't throw the out turn at that, and the intern's going to kind of well, what does what does Russ say? Gear. It's
the gear effect.
Gear effect is going to draw it, I think, past.
Might be there if you need it in the 10th end for 2 or 3, but right now it doesn't look like a high percentage shot. Well, got a great opportunity here, and you can sneak one around there. And it needs to be a full 8 foot to be shot rock. Sweepers are kind of on and off it early.
So.
Line's good. Line's good.
Weight must be pretty close.
Room. Line's good. We have room. Always curl.
Starting to finish on.
Yeah.
Okay, then curl.
It's coming really nice now.
And a great shot.
Really nice.
Well thrown and well judged by the sweepers. That had nice finish in there. He's kind of just straddling the tee line on the backside, so Sugden can kind of just follow down and freeze on it bump, but right at this point in time, if he froze one on there and held him to 1 point, he wouldn't be disappointed.
Nope.
Just doesn't want to come down and bounce off.
Yeah, and that's what he's just talking about, freezing to him, right?
Still 15 probably.
So now Sugden releases his last stone in the second end here.
Kind of hanging out there
trying
a
to
little
make
bit.
it tougher. Well, look at it come now. It's really starting to move.
You just want to make sure they get it there.
Great, great. Curl, curl, curl.
Wow. Couldn't walk down there and put that on there any better.
Oh, for sure.
Didn't think that was happening. Good sweep.
Great shot by Sugden team. It was a team effort there, well thrown and well swept. They judged that right to the button.
Well, come this way.
Thin in off, maybe.
Oh, that might be it.
Well, it could be the only way you're going to score, I think. Almost.
I'm just not sure you can hurt yourself if you try that. Just.
I think just the in off, because.
Yeah, just the in off, just. You know. Yeah, I would say kind of hack to bumper type weight, because you don't want to lose both red ones if you have.
No,
to
you don't
spin
want
off.
to throw a scud down there and get on, bounce off the yellow and take the red one out.
Yeah.
No. Okay. How thin is it? Yeah.
It's thin, but it's not real thin. It's
yeah.
I don't know, third of a rock, a little bit less, but it's not one of those just kiss it on the way by. It's not that straight.
Right
No.
You like this?
Got a couple options, yeah.
Thanks. Close.
So again here, last rock of the second end, with Team Sugden leading Campbell by 2-1, and has shot rock at the moment.
Give me a hair more.
And Ryland's going to try and come down, just kiss off the Sugden rock that's up in the top of the 12 foot. Hopefully spin himself right into the edge of the one on the button and push it just enough so that he can pick up and score one this end. I don't think there's any way he's going to get any more than that. So.
Curl. Curl.
Needs to finish, but
curl,
it's
curl. Hard curl. Hard curl.
starting to come, Sean.
Starting. He's not going to be able.
Hard curl. Hard curl.
I don't think he's going to hit it quite thick enough.
Ooh. Great try, though. So it is a steal of one after 2 ends of play, and we'll be right back.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
If you grow up in a small town in this part of the world, you basically learn how to curl real young. Kids and even adults who didn't have a place to go because so many facilities were closed. So people started gravitating to our rink and coming out and skating, curling. It became a place to come every weekend for so many families. We would see upwards of 70 people coming and going, on a given Saturday or Sunday. I think it means a huge amount to so many people. It's an opportunity for friends, family, everybody to get together, have some fun.
Today's sponsor, Sunrise Credit Union. Building a brighter future together.
New at Asham, the Shore Glide Delivery Aid. Precision, stability, and style all in one. Available with or without Broom Caddy. With its durable design, it's built to last season after season. Check out our website at asham.com.
Thanks for joining us at the 2025 Co-ops of Manitoba Junior Men's Provincials held here at the Brandon Curling Club. We've just concluded our second end of play. Team SUGDEN just stole another point, so they take a 3-0 lead, playing the third end. I'm Barry Rabe along with Sean Taylor, and Sean, a couple real nice shots in the last couple there, but it resulted in a steal.
Sure has been. And that's been really all 3 points this end has been Nash Sugden. He's had really 3 really great draw shots, and he's put the points on the board each end. So
need a bit more ice on those.
So Campbell team put up a corner guard, so they're going to try to generate some offense. So going to stop the bleeding, getting their feet underneath them.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And the boys are playing 10 ends, so there's lots of time, and a 3-point deficit at this point is really nothing. There's still lots of game to go. This young Sugden team that's just thrown, something that you don't always see is they've actually been together for 5 years. And unfortunately, some of the junior teams tend to bounce around a little bit. But so it's nice to see these fellows have been together that long. So they've been to 6 provincials already. 2024 U18 provincial finalists. They were Manitoba Team 2 at the 2024 U18 Nationals, and the 2025 U18 provincial champions. And represented Manitoba this year at the 2025 U18 Nationals. So they've got a little bit of experience under their belts too over that 5-year period.
Well, absolutely, and 5 years, and we've been on and off the ice, but then been a smaller committee. I'm sure their best blood salt. 12 months year round. So you can say that as a rarity, especially in the professional ranks now. They're not together for more than about 5 to 5 weeks, but
it seems like that sometimes, doesn't it? Yeah, so yeah, it's nice to see them kind of sticking together and working and staying together as a team. And one of the issues with some of these junior teams is, a couple of them will tend to age out, and it's not that they don't get along. It's just that they're not eligible to play anymore. And for sometimes when as they move, especially when you look at the U21s and then the U18s, if you've got a couple of 17, 18-year-olds, well, they can still play in the U18s, so they're playing there and playing in the U21s. So sometimes there's events that they end up having to pick up other players just because somebody's away at the U18 Nationals or something like that. So, and
it was the only time in my curling career I got cut because I was too young. Of the 3 players were eligible to play seniors, and I was 49, so I got cut. So I've been cut for other reasons, but that's the first time for being too young.
I guess it happens at all ages, right?
Yeah.
So, and that was some of the things that happened with the Campbell team too, with a couple of guys aging out. This team's been together for the last couple of years.
Yep.
And Rylan and Logan and Rylan Graham, they won the U18 championships and went to U18 nationals. And then Josh Evans, he's a year older, but he wasn't able to play. That's just like what we were talking about at that point in time. So, and at the 2024 U21 championships or provincial, sorry, they ended up finishing fourth at that one. So,
lots of experience.
Yeah.
This competition's not new to them.
Oh, you're off now.
And just with the age of the guys, this year we got talking about the difference between kind of U21, U18. Well, Rylan and Logan and Rylan Graham, they were able to play in the U18s, where the other two fellows weren't. So the team that they picked up and put together for that, they ended up second that year. And they've got a lot more opportunities than, say, we did back at this age, too, because now they've also got things like the mixed doubles that they play. And, young Rylan Campbell, he ended up winning the U20 mixed doubles title in 2024. So, these kids get all kinds of opportunities to play and sharpen their skills, and that's why you see them in events like this and see the games that they can play and the shots they can make.
Opens up a whole other range of new friends and acquaintances going forward forever.
Yep.
Well, that's a great shot. Very nice. Across the house double and stuck it in behind the guard, just behind the tee line, but nevertheless, it got rid of two of them.
Gets rid of two of them and lays three.
Yeah.
So
it's a pretty good trade-off.
I'll say. So Ryland's now going to try and come down and freeze into that back yellow one. Hopefully generate something here if he can get Logan to get the rock right in where they want it. And if they freeze solid to one of those yellow or to the front yellow one back there, then that might help them generate their 2 points. And it's not something that you have to scramble and make sure they get three this end to get back into it. If they can get a couple of points here, then they're right back.
Nice dry weight there. That's frozen down. So
We are? Okay. Did you get time?
So opposition's elected to go down, just follow that down and exchange some rocks. If you happen to be just a hair heavy and bump it 6 inches on lock, that would be all right. We'll be able to be taken out down the road.
Mm-hmm.
But this one's got to do a little bit of moving, Sean.
Yeah, boys aren't even touching that.
Might bounce off the yellow one, stick around. Yeah. 4 feet heavy there, just a little straight. Didn't give him a chance to move.
Yeah, Tyler won't be real happy the way he threw that one, but.
Okay.
So this now gives the Campbell team the opportunity to take a swing and move something to the other side of the ice, or.
I can see it.
Campbell team having a discussion here with the coach.
See, and that's something that's a little different that they've built into this junior curling now, where the coaches have direct access to the players. And
I didn't really notice that until I started watching the first game, and then I watched a bit of a TV when I come here now, and the coaches are interacting the whole game.
Yeah.
And then they're able to walk up and down the sheet beside the kids after, and have a bit of a chat or give them some confidence. And
as they're changing ends, they walk back down with the skip. And
I remember the days when you coached our junior guys, and you were afraid to go to the bathroom in case the other team called a timeout. had 1 minute to run out and get on the ice.
And it's interesting. Like, curling has always been one of those sports where the coaches have never had direct access to the players. And this is, I've talked to some of the coaches and they like this process, and they like the fact that it's in there. My question to some of them was, does this slow down the game? Because now you're talking more. And some of the comments I got back from some of the coaches is, in a way, it actually speeds it up a little bit, because if the guys, we can tell them, get going,
and it takes some thinking time.
Enough thinking, keep going. So,
but having said that, it's not a true timeout, right? It's just and so their clock keeps running when they are talking to the coach. So.
Yep, exactly.
I think it's great, especially when I can really see this when you get the younger teams in here, coming in at 14, 15, and a little green and a little nervous, and if you got a chance to kind of consult your coaches off and on.
For sure.
You might get both of their shooter.
The only drawback about the way this is done now from the coaches is that they said it's cold sitting there.
I was going to say. I was thinking that as I looked down that by myself. I was kind of glad I'm not a coach right now. In some rinks, this is a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Well, that yellow one didn't really get buried and is open, so there is an opportunity to run back double and get rid of them.
Yep.
And a little bit needs to come up for the double.
Hard.
Not going to be a mile off.
Well, he got it the other way. Good shot. That was a danger going over there and grouping your rocks. If they'd stayed over kind of the original call.
Yeah. No, I agree. I would have tended to more go to the open side.
Because to really bury that behind that, you ran the risk of not being shot in there. You could.
For sure.
Okay.
And, now you're coming down to skip rocks and you're looking at 4.
Yes.
So.
Do you ever do this?
Yeah, there's a few options here. There's none of them 100%, but that's probably the easiest one if you can, even if you roll half a rock under it, it brings that guard into play.
Yeah, and I'm thinking that's a good shot, because it does give you the chance to, if he misses, if Nash comes down and misses his next shot, you get your chance for your 2, because you've got this hidden behind there.
Mm-hmm.
But it also takes that shot rock out, because if you end up down on the other side, you're either trying to hit or you're drawing against 4 again. Yeah. So
that's a long roll to get over there, and if you do get over there behind cover, you're behind the tee line. So
exactly.
I think this is the call. Duck half behind, so it's not a straight back, and it's one of those you got to put some pressure on the opposition, make him make it. He can make some draws. Let's see how he's doing on the hits.
Right.
Whoa.
Needs to stick around.
Whoa.
I don't think he's that far off.
Perfect.
That's a really nice shot.
No, I should have had you on it.
No,
that or the freeze. You run it or you freeze it. You never.
That's perfect. That's one of those ones that doesn't matter whether it's there or it's underneath 100%. It's force him to catch a third of the rock or run it straight back. So
yeah. And in some cases, it's better off just being half buried than completely buried, because it takes away the straight run back.
Yeah, right? And then you got a half a rock to play with instead of the whole thing.
And
if you started a bit and it ticks the top one, or you could flash it. So
exactly.
Looks like he's going to throw fairly aggressive weight here, I think. Probably control.
I like bump. Firm bump.
Bump, I guess. What do I know? Listen to the skipper. That's why they got the mics on down there.
Yeah, you could probably see a thick half. Bump.
So last rock here for Nash Sigden.
Yeah,
looking to pick that red one out.
Ooh, they called pretty quick on that one. It is moving pretty good. The boys are going to have to hold it if they want to.
Going to be pretty close.
Want to get by.
No, I lost it right there.
There it is. So well-placed rock by Ryland gives him the opportunity now for just a draw to the 8-foot for his second point.
They eyeing up some type of double there.
Ooh, do you think it's there?
Well, I think they got to move both those rocks.
They got to move both.
Yeah,
Right? Like.
Well,
yeah.
You know what? If he just catches, he's got to catch the one that's fully in the 12-foot first
and ricochet over.
Ricochet. He's got to hit it thin enough. Looking at the overhead camera, it looks like that is there. If he can kind of come down and hit right in the crotch he does score 4. So I hadn't really looked at that.
Okay, I don't think I can. If I'm right in the crotch, I don't think we're killing this.
If we're wide, there's really no risk, because if we're wide, we just hit this and stick for 2. Right?
Sure. Yeah.
And then
I'd hate to hit that.
Okay, then we can ice for that. Like, just take max.
Well, it's one of those.
If they're concerned with that, I think they throw something like a firm bumper and. There you go.
You got to buy in. You got to believe that you can make it. If not, then draw for your second point.
That's right.
It looks like a lot of ice with bumper, but I know he's thinking he doesn't want to touch that garden anyway. So if that's the case, the draw. But either way, it's possibly there if you get it by the garden. Nowadays, with the young guys, can carve it over there a little bit and get it to move.
Yeah. He's not sold on it. He says that's not a good thing when you're sitting down in your hack. You got to pick the shot and be committed to it. It does look like a fair bit of ice for bumper weight or board weight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this could be a TSN shot, Sean. If you could make this for 4, out of kind of come out of nowhere.
You bet. There. Now I think they got to go.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, curl. Hard curl.
Can end up with a nose hit, I believe. But good effort. But nevertheless, got 2 points to get back into this game.
There you go.
So after 3 ends of play, it's 3-2, and we'll be right back.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
Eat.
Meet.
Stay.
Canad Inn's destination centers are your home for hospitality, with 10 locations in Manitoba and 1 in North Dakota, featuring the finest in accommodations, food and beverage, entertainment, banquet and conference facilities, and so much more. For the best service and best value, your only stop is Canad Inns. Call today at 1-888-33-CANAD or visit us right now at canadinns.com.
For exceptional customer service that measures up to any job, see the experts at McMahon and Yates. From tools to materials and everything in between, the experts at McMahon and Yates make sure that you have everything you need for your next project. All delivered right to your door. McMahon and Yates. Make it better.
From small towns to big cities, Chicken Chef is comfort food you can count on. We're your chicken choice. And pizza choice. And salad choice. And so much more. Chicken Chef, bring your appetite. We'll take care of the rest.
Well, welcome back, and thanks for joining us at the live presentation of the 2025 Co-ops of Manitoba Junior Men's Provincials being held here at the Brandon Curling Club. I'm Barry Rabe along with Sean Taylor, and Sean, 2 good shots there by the skipper Campbell to put 2 on the board and get them right back into this game.
For sure.
That was a real nice effort. We had the hit and roll behind that. One of the, not a corner guard, it was in the top of the rings, but made it. And
yeah, just tucked it in there enough that kind of baited Nash into throwing at it, and just wick the guard out front. So interesting how the first 3 ends, it's the skips points.
Yeah.
So
Hard to stick.
Well, you don't win a lot of curling games if the skips can't make a high percentage of the shots. So you can see why these 2 teams are really good and why they're here. They have no trouble finishing off when they get a chance.
Oh, never. Close, yeah. Oh. Clean. Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah. Some teams in hits and sticks there. So.
Control. Yep.
Well, as we're watching this game, the ice has got nice movement to it. It's pretty keen, so it seems predictive. Nobody seems to be getting fooled with it by anything. So
no, it seems like the fellas have caught on to it. Makes for a good game when they can, lots of movement that they can get around rocks and guards, and they have to be a little careful on some of the hits and things like that.
We both played on some of that ice where it's got straight spots and this and that, and you never cough. You put the broom down, you don't know whether it's going to go or straight. But, Terry's got the ice working good here this week, so I think the curlers should be pretty happy.
Yeah. So yeah, as we see the next rock come down the ice here, just want to give a shout out to the Manitoba Co-ops for stepping up and becoming the title sponsor for the junior program here in the junior U21s. That is fantastic support, and as you know, things like these events and that go on, they don't go on without the help of some major sponsors, and with the co-ops spread across Manitoba. As I heard them say during the opening ceremonies, they feel that this is a fantastic fit for them. So
yeah,
it's nice to hear.
They're not urban or rural, they're everywhere now.
That's right.
And great fit for them, and do have roots, with the rural community too, where a lot of the curling is, a major event in all the smaller towns.
Go here. I just play the blank. Second dots.
And hopefully they will be long-term sponsors of the event too. That's always nice.
I think you try to go aggressive here.
Gives Curl Manitoba an opportunity to do some planning.
Yeah. They're really tight. Down. Yeah, down. 3.
Just talking briefly with Resby yesterday, he said that, he was the MC for the banquet, and I think that went very well. Just over at the Dome building here on the fairgrounds in Brandon.
Excellent.
Ties rock. Top 4. No, you can't. Oh. That's okay.
Yeah, nice weight there.
Mm-hmm.
Half. Yep. Okay.
What's the call here? We're just light hit here, or hack weight?
I think they're just enough to kind of push it out and flop in behind. That way they'll be sitting right on top of the button. Nothing that they can freeze to.
What? Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah, starting to dive in there now.
Starting to now. Looks like he's going more just a straight draw, like a straight freeze, than
hard. You can get
actually
it
trying
hard.
to move it.
Hard.
That was just great sweeping by the.
Yeah.
You're good. You're good.
Sweeping's the one that made that. So.
Never like back line.
Sometimes you and I never made those shots because we just didn't have the sweeping, I think.
That's what I'm chalking it up to. The sweeping's so much different now than.
I like the freeze.
Than back in our times and the way we were doing it.
I think you feel.
We were these kids' age. We were still using corn brooms.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we're still
That's a good call. Still got the 1-point lead here, so there's no sense getting yourself in too much pressure here. Peel the guard. And
hard.
Blank can stay in play.
Right up. You're good.
Yeah, what's the call here? Center guard?
I think he still does.
Yeah.
16-5.
You know, we talked about Curl Manitoba as having the co-ops now as their major sponsor for this event. Even running one of these events for the Brandon Curling Club here, that doesn't happen without local sponsors as well, and the sponsorship that we've done. So, you know, you look at the diamond sponsor, me and Haddad, coming on board to help out with the event. We've got Meridian as the gold sponsor. Greenstone as a gold sponsor, Armtech Inc. is a silver sponsor, and then we've got bronze sponsors of Balin, Steel Buildings, and Inventronics. We've got day sponsors like Joe Beavers and different companies that have helped out and sponsored, and you'll see their signage around the curling club here all weekend. And I just want to say a big thank you to those type of businesses, because again, even at the local level, it's hard to run an event without their support. And then of course you've got all the volunteers that are involved, not just since the event started on Wednesday, but there's a lot of work that goes on prior to that for probably a year before we get the event and get it going. So
Hard right up. Hard. Hard roll.
Yeah, we've always been very fortunate at the Brandon Curling Club. We've had just almost professional volunteers. You put on an event and you don't have to put it's not like you got to put the bite on somebody. You just mention it or how the hands go up. What can I do to help?
Yeah.
Yep. For sure.
And while we're giving shout outs to the sponsors, if you notice any of the names on any of the participants here, they're curlers. They've got a ton of sponsors on there, and they would certainly appreciate your support.
Playing the double, right?
I look at some of these young guys, Zacharias, and you can see in the picture there, Sean, he's got more sponsors on that shirt than I had in my life.
Well, you know, and it's not cheap for these young fellas to travel around and go to events, and so any of their sponsors definitely help out for sure.
Yeah, much appreciated. And on behalf of the curlers, we'll thank those sponsors, because I know they're sometimes a little hard to get at times, and certainly appreciated.
Whoa! Yep. Yes. Hard.
Shot, whether he's got enough to bounce it out or not.
Freeze though.
Sugden still lays second shot here.
Not make him make the roll perfect. I actually like that better. Then he's got to make a perfect roll, right? Yep. Then he has to get behind there. We're still playing for our two then. Yeah. I think 10.
Yeah, well thought out.
You probably see the whole thing. Oh yeah, easy. Just they're edge on edge, but that guard's pretty high. Roll out though, hey? Like to the outside. Yeah.
If they did roll to the center line there, that gives the Campbell team to maybe play a finesse shot, come down and bump it back, or lock one on there and hold them to one. This is probably a better call of
if we make it, he's probably just freezing.
better chance of getting your two.
Yep. And that's the exact thought process that Nash just had, as you heard him explain to the front end. He said, if we go in there, he's probably just freezing, and then we're locked in. So this gives him the opportunity outside, and he's right. Then Ryland has to come down and make a really nice roll over to make sure that he's in a position where he can only give up maybe one.
Whoa! Close! Never!
Wants to stick around here.
Yeah, didn't really want to do that. He wanted to make sure he stuck around for at least second shot on that one. This does give Ryland now the chance to come down, hit the yellow rock and lay two, you know, and maybe force this end.
Yeah, roll to center, and the force is on. for sure he wants to stick here too.
Mm-hmm.
So for sure the game's gone back and forth. Nothing major misses or anything. It's just a little miss here, and it dictates the strategy, what the opposition's going to do.
And even those misses, fellas weren't far off on them at all. So they've taken the advantage when they could.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Yep. Yes! Clean. Curl.
There. Did exactly what he needed to do.
Sorry. I don't think that's worth it. You go over top of that, you'll think you're an idiot.
I think they've elected to take their 1 point. That is a tough double. You'd have to hit that really thin.
Yep. And if you take your one back, you're 2 up. If you hit and roll out, well, then you're tied.
Yeah.
So this is the right one. Take your one here, and
Play
especially on an even end too.
Yeah, on a high percentage shot.
Yep.
2 points up after 4 is a good position to be in.
Yep. So Nash Sugden with his last rock, hoping to hit nose hit, stick for his single point.
Hang in there.
Yeah.
Try the thin double. Or you could do that, Sean.
You could do that, I guess.
That blank didn't look all that hard.
That's a good audible.
Yeah. So we'll be right back after for the next end.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
At PharmaSave, we see you, and we care. We see the people in your life who depend on you, so you can depend on us. For prescriptions for common conditions, expert health advice, or support for life's little mishaps, come talk to your PharmaSave pharmacist.
And now collect and redeem Air Miles reward miles for even more value at PharmaSave.
Today's sponsor, PharmaSave. Canada's community pharmacy is proud to support Canada's community game.
Thanks for tuning in today for our coverage of the 2025 Co-ops of Manitoba Junior Men's Provincial Championships being held here at the Brandon Curling Club. I'm Barry Rabe with Sean Taylor. Sean, a little unorthodox blank attempt there, but nonetheless, mission accomplished.
It worked. He kind of partway down the ice called an audible and said, "We're not hitting it on the nose. Let's see if we can get the double the other way." So it works out. He grabs his blank. Keeps the hammer coming here into the 5th end, and he's still 1 up.
Well, the Campbell team's put up the centerline guard, but Sugden is elected to not go around it, just completely ignore it and throw one out in the wings there.
Hard then.
Which is something you never see too much on the TV when the professionals are playing. They go they go behind that every time, and there's usually at the end of the 10 rocks in the 4-foot, but this is a good call.
Bringing it right in.
Well swept.
So we've got 2 other games going on out here at the same time. We've got a Logan Strands West St. Paul team over there. Who is he playing over there?
Yep. Hard.
Yeah.
Hard to stick it.
And I'm not sure.
Not sure.
And I can't see the score because the coach or the team because it's in right.
The
I
darn
think
coach is sitting out on the ice.
I think it's yeah, I'm not sure whose team that is. I was going to say it was the Norris team. But
Well, we'll bring you that
we'll bring in
score there as soon as we can catch up on the scoreboard here.
Yeah, we can see the scoreboard. It's 3 or 5 nothing for Strand. I just can't see actually who that game is at that point in time. And on sheet C, we've got the Liam Burton team playing Owen Girard, and it is Burton up by 3. Play in the 4th end.
Make sure that hit and roll hard. Like, even if he makes it, doesn't matter.
Yeah, both teams elected to keep the play out in the wings there. So.
Yep.
I think we're a little tight on release on there, Sean. They're going to have to go to get a piece of that one.
Yeah, must have been. They yelled pretty quick on that one. It's still going to catch just a piece of it, I think. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, see him go around there. They're going to. I think if I was doing that, I might go with the intern and try to change the shot up.
Mm-hmm. I was right. It is the Zachary Norse team from Morris that is playing Logan Strand over on sheet B there. So.
And they're playing their 5th end also.
They're starting their 5th end. And after 4, Strand is up 5-1.
Curl it, you got it. You're behind T. Oh.
I make this again. Same weight.
Got a chance to hit and roll underneath the center guard there. It's definitely behind the T line, but you kind of want to force something.
Mm-hmm.
Curl. Hard.
I think the first one was maybe a little tight and down weight, and that one just pumped the weight up a bit.
A little bit. Kind of made sure he wasn't going to be tight on that one. And if he had one more shot somewhere in between those two, then he'd have it made.
I think you've wanted to stay away from this guard all end. You've gone to the side. Now that you've got an opportunity to hit it after the free guard zone, you want to eliminate it if you're not liking it there. Yeah, well thrown stone. So the Campbell team throw up another one, or they're going to bring the...
I think you'll see him.
Yeah, just tight guard.
Yep. Back up again.
If they do get too long, then the other team could decide to change strategy and go on the offense and go around it.
You're right. You want to bring this in tight. You're down to your 3rd rocks. So he wants Logan to come down and get it as tight as you can. You know, if Sugden tries to come down and Peel happens to hit on the nose or something like that, then you've got something to chase around. So.
Mine's okay. Mine's good.
Weight looks pretty good. Might slide a little deeper than he wanted, but.
Okay. You get a time?
Could play with this a bit of a softer shot to give yourself a better chance of rolling into the rings.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like probably normal hit with that weight or ice.
Clean. Whoa. Whoa, Ryan. Whoa. Straight.
Yeah, nice shot. Kind of gives you the indication of the movement today. It's just whoa, and then yeah. So it means that it is curling.
Yeah. And I think it's kind of fairly weight sensitive too, because as the weight comes off it, it starts to curl a little more.
Just clean it. Good.
And that one finished in. You can see Logan was indicating he thought it was still out a bit, and yet it came back right in and got nose hit out of it.
I thought they might have played the other turn on it. Then you got hit half a rock or a third, you get the whole rings to the roll to.
I go around it? I don't think so. Do you ever rub on that? It's just not good. Like it'll curl around here, but I'm just scared it's gonna.
I'd have to check the coaching rules, but I think they get one interaction per end where they can come off the backboards like that without calling a timeout.
Per end, okay.
I think.
And I guess obviously that can be initiated by either the curlers or the coach at any time.
Yep.
Yeah, hard. Yep. Yep.
Will it spin back in?
No.
It did too.
It did.
It did too.
Holy backspin, baby. Normal.
Well, they certainly could have went around that. I can see the merits for what the coach was calling, but I think I tend to agree with the skip. It's pretty tight there, and if you come down and tick it on, then you're forced yourself to have to take a point. You got hammer, you don't have to score here.
No, I agree. I think if it might have been your seconds rocks, then definitely you're heading around behind.
You got all end to bail to get out.
Yeah.
Sorry, coach.
So Ryland's going to hope to, he's going to want to try and stick around here a little bit. So he does, rolls back in right to the edge of the forefoot.
That's a nice shot. Looks like it's just an open hit, but anytime when they're almost off the rings, you don't have a lot of air to play with.
No.
He brought the rock back into play to the center line, so if they can kind of hit, it makes it harder to blank on Siggin's last shot.
For sure.
No, not yet.
We got to roll about 8 feet to get out of the rings.
Yeah. Just 9.
Can see their time clocks in the back there.
Yep, gotta go.
Looks like they're about just on the screen here. They're about even in time, so.
In our previous draw that we covered, Jace Freeman had 21 seconds to throw his last rock. So
oh my.
He was.
I didn't even dump it. I just like kind of let it.
His team encouraged him to go to the other end and get ready to get in the hack before the other team threw.
I guess.
And it was a tough shot he had. He didn't have a lot of room. Almost made it to get 3. He got 2 to tie it to force it to an extra end, but. He just wondered if he had that extra couple seconds, maybe just to narrow in on the ice, you know.
Yep.
Well, just inch less, inch more, whatever. But it was a great attempt. It was a great game to watch, as this one is today.
And if anything, with some of these junior teams, you can see that where they tend to think about some of the shots a little more and run themselves, shorter on time. Boys aren't watching or doing anything with this one of Ryland's. It looks like he's going to slide through and make it for a fairly easy blank for Nash here.
These are the kind of blanks I was usually pretty good at. The other ones when the Rockers were in play, not so much. But
yeah.
Yeah, an unforced error there.
From the bet, though.
They would have liked to got that in the house and make it a little tougher on the blank, but
I haven't got my money yet from the bet.
so going to be a blank end here. So after 5 ends to play. Team SUGDEN is over Team Campbell with leading with a score of 3-2, and we'll be back after the 5th end break.
You'll be $10 from the bet.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling. Win a chance to cheer on Team Canada at the Worlds in Moose Jaw, the Jets, the Bombers, the Gold Eyes, or your favorite on a night out at Assiniboia Downs. And support the Manitoba Curling Hall of Fame and Museum effort to preserve Manitoba's curling history and celebrate the greats in Manitoba curling. It's a Manitoba sports ticket raffle. Tickets are $5, 3 for 10, 10 for 25, or 40 for 50. Scan the QR code on your screen now for the complete prize and raffle details and to buy your tickets, or go to raffle.link/mbcurlmuseum. Today's sponsor, Recycle Everywhere. You drink it, you bin it.
Original 16. Celebrate things done well.
Eat.
Meet.
Stay.
Canada Inn's destination centers are your home for hospitality, with 10 locations in Manitoba and 1 in North Dakota, featuring the finest in accommodations, food and beverage, entertainment, banquet and conference facilities, and so much more. For the best service and best value, your only stop is Canada Inn's. Call today at 1-888-33-CANAD or visit us right now at canadainns.com.
For exceptional customer service that measures up to any job, see the experts at McMahon & Yates. From tools to materials and everything in between, McMahon & Yates. Make it better.
At Viterra, we believe in the power of connection. Our world-leading agriculture network connects producers and consumers to supply top-quality food ingredients each and every day. Our team takes great pride in working closely with farmers to help feed the world. It's something we've been doing for over 100 years. And as an industry leader, we're dedicated to playing a critical role in meeting the needs of a growing world. Because together, we're stronger and achieve more.
Curl Manitoba is proudly sponsored by Manitoba Pork. Good for me, good for Manitoba.
RME, proud sponsor of Curl Manitoba and the Women of the Rings Provincials. With 10 locations in Manitoba, RME is your preferred Case IH equipment dealer. RME, right by you.
Today's sponsor, RME, right by you.
At PharmaSave, we see you, and we care. We see the people in your life who depend on you, so you can depend on us. For prescriptions for common conditions, expert health advice, or support for life's little mishaps, come talk to your PharmaSave pharmacist.
And now collect and redeem Air Miles reward miles for even more value at PharmaSave.
Today's sponsor, PharmaSave. Canada's community pharmacy is proud to support Canada's community game. Win a chance to cheer on Team Canada at the Worlds in Moose Jaw, the Jets, the Bombers, the Gold Eyes, or your favorite on a night out at Assiniboia Downs. And support the Manitoba Curling Hall of Fame and Museum effort to preserve Manitoba's curling history and celebrate the greats in Manitoba curling. It's a Manitoba sports ticket raffle. Tickets are $5, 3 for 10, 10 for 25, or 40 for 50. Scan the QR code on your screen now for the complete prize and raffle details and to buy your tickets, or go to raffle.link/mbcurlmuseum.
If you grow up in a small town in this part of the world, you basically learn how to curl real young. Kids and even adults, they didn't have a place to go because so many facilities were closed. So people started gravitating to our rink and coming out, and Skating, curling, it became a place to come every weekend for so many families. We would see upwards of 70 people coming and going, you know, on a given Saturday or Sunday. I think it means a huge amount to so many people. It's an opportunity for friends, family, everybody to get together, have some fun.
Today's sponsor, Sunrise Credit Union. Building a brighter future together. Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
Well, welcome back, and joining us in the 2025 Co-ops of Manitoba Junior Provincial Championship that's being held here at the Brandon Curling Club. I'm Barry Rave with Sean Taylor. Sean, we're just entering the last half of the game, you'd say, the last 5 ends, and we've had a really good match, and it's at 3-2.
It's been a really good game, like a close game, and you know, there hasn't been a lot of big chances for anybody, but when they did get the chance to score their points or score the multiple end, they've been able to do that. So all in all, I think a fairly well-curled game with both teams.
Yeah, there hasn't been any, you know, any misses for a multiple score or anything like that.
Right.
And the skips have made some big shots to generate some skips, deuces, or singles, as it may be.
Top 4 T.
The one thing that surprised me maybe a little bit about these two teams, I actually thought there might be a few more rocks in play than what there has been, just from what I've seen in the past. So.
Oh, I'd like you to go. Yep. Hard.
Well, maybe after they've had the break and they've had a little team strategy system, we might see something different pop up.
Yeah, I agree.
Coming down to hit this one and try to roll open over on the other side of center line. Had a chance to roll under, but then you got to go to hit and stick it.
What? No.
Right out.
Well, do you go around that? Do you throw up another center guard? Nice to go around that, although it is kind of acting more like a corner guard.
So is he actually going around it with that ice?
I believe he is.
I think he is. I think he's asking Josh to come around. And
back T-line.
Looks like he's got a fair bit of weight, though.
Back 8. Back 12. Gotta sit.
Digging, but
What'd you get?
he's going to have to dig a little harder to stick.
Okay. No, you're good.
SUGDEN team will go around there now. It is their rock, so it's a great opportunity to sneak one around. Try to stick it in front of the tee line if you can.
Yeah. So Tanner's going to try and, like you say, sneak in behind that guard, try to lay shot, and then have the Campbell team chasing.
The bonus of this, it is so tight to the rings. If you were tight, you could bump it on, but he's well by it.
Gotta be above T, top 8. Yeah, you're top 4. You're a little top button, can't go.
Definitely takes a nice swing over there when the weight comes off.
And I will swing there.
All right, play the free stuff. We're going here.
Yeah. That's a good call. Can't see it, so you can come down and freeze it on there. Freeze bump.
I got top 4.
So Josh should be a lot closer on this one. This last one,
do it.
although the boys
Back
aren't really
back
touching
8.
at all.
Got a curl then.
Gonna push it in the open. But, well, maybe not. Got it off the forefoot.
Yeah.
This looks like Nash is going to try to ask for this one to be hit and roll underneath the corner guard. Should maybe a little bit more aggressive than they were in the first 5 ends. They would have a tendency to roll open.
Yeah. Now he's getting Tanner to see if he can roll in. Kind of anywhere on top of there, even if he kind of over rolls a bit, then he protects the back one as well. But
that's
it's coming
a good shot.
Too far, and he's going to sit out in the forefoot.
You have time on that?
Well, opportunity to hit here and roll over. Undercover.
Yep. Ryland's going to get, hopefully Logan can kind of roll. They're going to run a roll pretty much full 8 foot, I think, because if they leave it biting the forefoot a bit, it still stays fairly wide open. But at least if they can tuck some behind, there's always that chance of
stick it on the guard if you make a play on it.
Roll. Clean. Straight. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Not going to be a mile off with this.
That's a great shot.
That's a really good shot.
Good line
there
call.
It is. Yep. Just full 8 foot.
Well, the way that's lined up, if you make a nose hit run through it, probably the red comes back onto the yellow.
Looks like
I don't think you get it out and stick around. You don't think so? Not with hack. No, never. You ever split this one? And we're sitting 3, and then we just got to get that out with theirs, I don't mind the split.
Kind of buying into this myself, Sean. I kind of like it.
I don't mind this. I don't mind that shot at all.
As we said, if you run that through, the red probably comes back and jams on the yellow anyway. So this is an opportunity to out count 3 to 1 right now. Might bring a big score into play.
Yeah, because if you make this split, what does Ryland do? You know, does he come back and try to throw a guard again? And
Hard line.
Looks like a really good shot.
Really nice.
I think we're soon going to find out what he's going to do. I think he'll probably hit that one.
I think he'll hit the one that's open and lay 2. So
maybe hope the other team maybe gets a roll on theirs and try to escape this without giving up too many points.
Girl.
Close.
Clean.
If he wants to stick around.
Mm-hmm. The nose hit is really what he wants to do. There's a long double there if you have to hit it right.
I think or come over, maybe even roll up on top of it or freeze it over a group, those two, to increase your odds of getting scoring multiple points. Going to hit it a little too thin. No,
Not
perfect.
bad at all.
Oh, real nice shot. Kind of locked that line up there too. That train that was going the red back onto the yellow for future considerations. That's a nice shot. Nose hit just on the high side of here would be a double.
Yep.
Okay. Jam that.
And that's the thing. Ryland can't really roll away very far. Because he'll pick his other one out as well. So, he's at least the 2 reds are going to be grouped in there.
Well, a chance of basically a nose hit double, or if he did roll kind of the broom side where they are and protect his own, maybe it's got some chances there too.
Yep. And I think if he does roll to our right. Ideally, he'd want to over-roll his rock a little bit so it's staggered that way, driving it back into the yellow one. So.
Well, good opportunity to eliminate 2 yellows here.
Yep, yes! Whoa! Yes!
Needs to curl up.
No.
It looks close.
Curl, curl, curl.
Oh, didn't quite come enough. Didn't have to come much more.
Just a fraction. I think it's one of those ones, you know, when you hit it to change turns, it redirects back, and I think it drew past the yellow.
Just that, yep.
From our vantage point, we're not directly behind the sheet, but we're close. That was close.
Basically where you want to hit it.
So while Nash is figuring out where his where he wants the broom here, over on sheet B, looks like Norris picked up a single point in the fifth end. He now trails Strand 5-2, and in the fourth end of our other game, Gerard picked up a three-ender to tie that game at 3-3. We haven't seen anything put up on the board yet as far as what happened in the fifth end, but as it stands after 4, they were tied at 3. So. And that was Burton versus Gerard.
Yep.
Opportunity for double on the red here. And he got it well. Nice line call.
Thanks. I got knuckles.
That now sits up the the opportunity for a multiple end for the Sugden team here. Ryland really needs to get a nice kind of hit and roll over in front of the other rock in the back of the 8-foot.
The hit and roll dead frozen on there would be the best you could do. Would hold the other team to 1. Even the double eliminates a couple of yellows, but gives up chance of giving up 2. But I think right now he's giving up 2 might be a whole lot better than giving up 3. So.
Board's enough weight to get there. Okay.
So a big shot coming up for the Campbell team. Here in our last of his skip shots in the 6th end. Board's a call, Sean. It's probably about minimum weight you could roll over that far, eh?
Yeah.
So when you need to hit that much of it.
You need to hit it fairly thin, so he's hoping just to get over there and actually almost freeze to it if you could.
I like his thinking, overthrow it and you don't quite, you know it's going to roll out of the house. It's, more room for air.
Yep.
Yes! Yes!
Ooh, look at that move.
I think that's going to result in a nose hit, I think.
He's got a nose hit, is right.
Well, big opportunity for Team Sugden here to hit and stick for 3 and take a commanding lead.
10's fine, it'll get it out. Like there. Okay, 9.
So last of skips rocks here in the 6th end.
I just feel more comfortable.
Hit for 3. Hit and roll out, you get a deuce. And
this side's a bit weird, so might as well just get it out. Yeah, you can roll the other side too, it doesn't matter.
make it go away.
So Nash Sugden, last rock, 6th end, looking to pick up 3 with a nose hit.
Oh, just clean.
Yeah. Stick around, Sean?
I think so.
I'm not sure.
Oh, never a doubt. So big score of 3 points for the Sagan team, and we'll be right back with 7th end action.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
At Viterra, we believe in the power of connection. Our world-leading agriculture network connects producers and consumers to supply top-quality food ingredients each and every day. Our team takes great pride in working closely with farmers to help feed the world. It's something we've been doing for over 100 years. And as an industry leader, we're dedicated to playing a critical role in meeting the needs of a growing world. Because together, we're stronger and achieve more.
Curl Manitoba is proudly sponsored by Manitoba Pork. Good for me, good for Manitoba.
RME, proud sponsor of Curl Manitoba and the Women of the Rings Provincials. With 10 locations in Manitoba, RME is your preferred Case IH equipment dealer. RME, right by you.
Today's sponsor, RME, right by you.
Thanks for tuning in. You're watching the 2025 Co-ops of Manitoba Junior Men's Provincial Championship. I'm Barry Rabe along with my co-host Sean Taylor. And Sean, that was a big three-ender that kind of come up out of nowhere. We were just talking on the break that the Campbell team was maybe, about a quarter of an inch from a perfect double to maybe escape that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well thrown rock, they just didn't get the results. So kind of a commanding lead now with 4 points for... But still a few ends here. They can battle back, get some corner guards up here, and get some rocks in play.
You're right. Yep, there's still 4 ends to go, and I think you'll see the Campbell team now playing trying to get a few more rocks in play, and a couple of guards will go up front here first, and then they'll worry about the Sugden rocks in the house after. Wouldn't be surprised just to see them start to bounce them around a little bit rather than playing full hits, just kind of move them back to the back of the house and try to use them as backing later on in the end.
Line's great. 3 top 12. Where? All there, top 12. Line's pretty close.
Well, we haven't seen a lot of guards in play in this game, but
bit of a hole there for Ryland to try and come in. So he's asking, Ryland Campbell's asking Ryland Graham to kind of come through those couple of guards. Even if he sits back 8 isn't that bad, but I'm not sure he's getting by the yellow guard.
That's too bad. And that was on the center line, so the nose tick is in play. So that's why they end up putting that one back up on the center line. Anytime it's touching the line on the center line, you can't remove it or can't tick it off of there.
Right.
Which Steve Gould made famous back in the days when he curled with Stoughton. He was Mr. Tick.
Room. Weight's nice. Where? Top 12. Ties rock. You really got to move it. Hard tie, hard curl. Right up, far as you can. You got to go. Hard right up. Hard, both. Hard.
So Tanner's got some pretty decent weight here, just trying to come up. I think they were hoping it would duck in there a little bit more and kind of hide a part of it. It now gives the Campbell team a chance to come down, and they might even be able to catch the inside of that.
I think it's just nicely open. Yeah.
Yep.
And they don't double it if they can get that one off the 8 foot there. It opens up the scoring area to start going around that red guard.
Hard.
Nice shot.
It's a nice shot. Would have been nice to get inside. He actually played a little bit more weight than I thought he was going to. Thought they might have tried a little bit quieter and see if they could get partially across the face of it. but it gets the ones off of the 4 foot.
10 foot.
I was going to allow them some more room here.
Whoa. Close. Tie. Hard tie right up. Right up tie.
Really liking their hit weight. It's just kind of that nice control, down normal a bit. You know, quite often over the years, to see the young guys, something there, they have a tendency to overthrow it, right?
Yep.
That one, the line call right off the bat, you could kind of hear it sounded like, whoa, whoa, like he was outside a bit, and give it a chance to come up, make good contact.
Okay, so Josh's second attempt to try and get in behind here.
Whoa, whoa.
Weight-wise, it looks like he's got lots, I think.
We gotta sit.
Gonna stick around,
and that's unfortunate, especially when you had an opportunity to take advantage of your own guard again.
Like if he ever gets one here, we freeze. That's a 4.
And you just draw to the middle.
It's that or you rip corner.
Then he sinks the draw, and we're chasing.
I don't mind it. Like if he gets one in here, we either got that or the draw.
I don't mind if we give him one.
This gets rid of his big end.
Yeah.
I think well thought out. I think this is the one to eliminate.
Yep, some good discussion from both ends of the rink.
Clean. Shot.
Yeah. Well executed.
Tyler Fair makes a nice clean peel of the guard. We're down to just yellow rocks scattered around, so.
Yep. What do we like here? Okay.
Ryland's going to have Logan try to hide one in behind the center guard. See if he can generate a couple of points in the center of the ice now.
Line's good. Josh's rock.
He's by the guard by lots. Needs to do some digging around in here.
Should still finish fairly well. Just again, just all depends on that weight, Barry. If that's got top T-line weight, you see it finish a lot harder and sit.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, they're just going to ignore that. It is second shot, so there's no reason to chase it. So they're going to come around and stay on the offense. Looking to go top 4 foot here, in front of the T line for sure.
Line's close. It's gonna glide. Line's great.
Just
always Ryan.
Every one of these
gonna glide.
players on both teams just got that high rotation.
Where? Got a curl. Hard curl. Have to. Have to. Hard. Merge again. Merge again. Merge again. Hard. Hard.
Perfect weight. Well judged by the sweepers. It's, I guess, half open, enough you can come down and chase it for the little bump.
Yeah.
I think back in the day when we used to go to the curl clinics, didn't they say the rotation at that time was about 1.5 to 2.5 times down?
Yep.
And our old buddy that we played with, was it just call it right out, James? he,
half a turn?
These guys have more rotation in one shot than he had all winter. All his rocks. But.
Exactly.
Hi, James. Hope you're having a good day.
No bounce. No bounce.
Got a curl. Still got a curl.
Weight's nice. Just needs to move up.
Yeah.
Get the nose.
You don't want to get too much of a bounce. Moves it out in the open.
Yeah. Maybe a little heavy for that shot, but.
Yep.
I don't mind this.
Yeah, you could probably get on top of this one.
You'll probably hit it and just kind of roll here.
9? 9 or 10?
I like 9. Big roll, I think.
You can't get under there, John. But
no, I don't think so. I think you're going to catch the edge of it.
I think the edge you might
and push it out. I think.
The danger with this
just
is
listen to their discussion. They were sounding like if they come off it, they'll come to the top of it and push the other one back. But I'm not sure they can.
It looks pretty flat across to me. I think you're just going to leave a pocket for the next opportunity draw.
It does to me as well. So
just big roll, basically.
And especially with this turn, it's going to spin even tighter back. So
we'll
see what
hit it,
happens.
go away.
See if they're right.
Hard. Whoa. Yes. Whoa. Hard roll. Hard roll.
No, spun up. Good call.
Up a little bit.
Can you come down there and bump that back a foot or two and be shot? Or not so sure you can.
That's what I'm seeing.
I don't think you can. Not the one that was just thrown.
I think this is probably the call that they're looking at, is to come around with the out turn and grab as much of that 4 foot as you can and button.
How do we ever get two?
Well, discussing how do you get two, and I'm not sure, but one's going to look really good right now.
One's going to, Even, if they can freeze kind of right in that crotch sort of thing, then it does give them maybe the opportunity, depending on what Nash does with his last ones. He may just guard the other side, but if you could ever come down the other side and bounce it off of yours back onto the yellow one that's in the back of the button.
Would maybe make a play on it and nick the guard or something like that. Focus on this and make a real good shot. So out turn, basically draw to the button.
Ryland Campbell with his first rock in the 7th end. Trying to freeze down, basically on the button.
Needs to finish. It's starting to slide over there.
Pass the curl. Gotta finish. Gotta finish.
Well thrown. Not shot rock, I believe, but in play.
Sitting here. Like, you just have to block this 7 and he's forced to 1, right? The only chance he gets 2 is he gets rid of that 7 rock. Yeah. I like guarding. We're 1. I like guarding.
Oh, they're guarding the chance of giving up a double for 2, I guess, Sean, versus guarding the tap up.
Another shot on this side for 2. I mean, he's got to get to that inside with enough weight to move that, and that's for 2. This one's probably not sticking around then. This is, like, he's got that right now. Then he's got nothing. I didn't mind that.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Barry, if it, if they leave that out turn open for Ryland, whether he can, get by the guard and still move enough with, he'd have to have at least back 4 foot weight to move the yellow rock enough to score 2 coming this other side.
Yeah, I just...
he's got to come by that guard fairly tight to be able to do it.
Even if you nose freeze to that, that's fine. Plan B is you guard? Yeah. I'll take enough ice, so if we nose freeze, that's fine too.
Well, they certainly talked it out, and yeah, this is the shot. If there is an easy 2 there, I'm not sure this is easy 2, but this is going to block it. And opposition's got to make a good shot just to get their 1.
But Plan B is a guard. Plan B is a guard for sure. What's the weight for top 12? Like a 15 for top 12? 15? Because this path glides, like, you're never tapping it, ever. Rather leave it light.
Good discussion. Everybody's on the same page, and away they go.
Line's good. Gotta be there. Straight. Curl, curl. Gotta curl. Okay. Whoa. 16-3, whoa. Never.
Well, exactly where they wanted to be, Sean.
He doesn't have much. Good. You gotta try to draw it this way. Something over.
Can you get there?
Is there any chance of an in off of that top left one and just biting the 12-foot? Slide across and make a yellow double there. It's a Hail Mary, but
I think if you do that, you may end up pushing your own out.
Yeah.
You don't think we can get to here?
I just don't think this shot's there. I don't think, but from we're just not directly behind the sheet, but it's with any weight, it's really got to move hard past the guard.
Yeah, he's got to stay with, he's got to stay with it at max kind of back 4-foot weight, and you got to just miss the guard.
Yeah.
It's never something like this, right?
And yeah, it draws by. You might push it by the back yellow one and give up 2 more. But yeah, kind of. I don't know.
Maybe stick it here.
Okay.
I mean, there's a lot of risk that you just jam it for 2.
I just think we can get by this and get to the 7.
Might as well.
The way the ice moves, there might be room to get by there, Barry.
Yeah, what else are they looking at? They're looking at making a play on that one that was just thrown.
Yeah, but you've got to come by that that yellow guard on the center line about as tight as you would coming with the out-turn draw. So, because you've got to try and catch the outside of it.
Well, maybe there. I guess if you just did not a yellow on to yellow, you'd get your point.
Mm-hmm.
Back. You could play like back 8. Okay.
Yep, back 12.
Ooh.
Okay.
So.
Yep.
What's your thought of the call? Is playing back line,
I like
flop in off the red one?
I like the call. I like the shot, but I'd be playing it with a lot lighter weight and trying to get right over to the yellow one.
Well, we'll know here in a minute. It's.
I think with this back weight, it's going to hang a little more, and I don't think it will finish enough to get right to that yellow one. And I'm not sure you can afford to come off of your red one because it's still going to push it back too far to stay for shot. We'll see what happens. Ryland Campbell with his last shot in the 7th end, trying to score 2.
Girl.
Good attempt, not quite there. So it's a steal of 1 yellow point for the SUGDEN team. Increase their lead to 7-2 after 7 ends. We'll be right back.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
If you grow up in a small town in this part of the world, you basically learn how to curl real young. Kids and even adults who didn't have a place to go because so many facilities were closed. So people started gravitating to our rink and coming out and skating, curling. It became a place to come every weekend for so many families. We would see upwards of 70 people coming and going, on a given Saturday or Sunday. I think it means a huge amount to so many people. It's an opportunity for friends, family, everybody to get together, have some fun.
Today's sponsor, Sunrise Credit Union, building a brighter future together.
At PharmaSave, we see you, and we care. We see the people in your life who depend on you, so you can depend on us. For prescriptions for common conditions, expert health advice, or support for life's little mishaps, come talk to your PharmaSave pharmacist.
And now collect and redeem Air Miles reward miles for even more value at PharmaSave.
You're watching the 2025 Co-ops of Manitoba Junior Men's Provincial Championships. It's being held here at the Brandon Curling Club. I'm Barry Rabe with Sean Taylor. And Sean, I'll let you give us a recap of that last stand. Your thoughts?
Just a couple of misses early on with Josh's shots where they didn't get a chance to take advantage of that corner guard that they threw up. Just brought all the play back into the center of the rings where Sugden was able to control it a little more. I think there, if they were able to get one of Joss's rocks to stand in the house, even if it was back 8, back 12, it still keeps the play going out that way, and they just lost that opportunity, and then were forced to now come back, and they were chasing Sugden's team rocks.
I would agree with you. They just never could make that corner card come into play. They, trying to go through the hole, they kind of ticked on a guard, and then it'll have you on the second one. So the thought process was good to get it up there and generate it, but they just weren't able to use it. They kind of got chasing the yellow.
Oh, exactly. And that just shows how important every position on these teams is. It's there's no place that you can hide, and everybody has to kind of be firing on all cylinders. And the end started off well, and I think if they could have got one buried over there and then chased some of the other, they still would have had a chance for a multiple end. But having to play in the center for the rest of the game, it just made it tough especially once Sugden got a couple of rocks in there. Trying to get that extra point, or even trying to get the single point, made it a little tougher.
Well, certainly making, there's a good shot.
Exactly.
Utilizing their corner guard.
See the outside of it?
And Sugden team ended up throwing a long center line guard, so that's probably not what the coach wanted when they're up 5 points. So you don't need to be throwing guards to the opposition, but
for sure.
Okay.
So
throw bump. I like bump. It'll cut. I think you throw bump.
Well, sees enough. The danger with this one is if you happen to be a little light and with bumper weight, if you hit half, 2/3, you could push it on the rings. Well, it looks like pretty solid bumper.
They called pretty quick on it, so can't be far off. They're young. Yeah, whoa. There's a good shot.
Good shot by the sweepers. So I think Team Campbell will just ignore that, kind of freeze down to it again. Great draw weight on the first one.
Now you saw Ryland change his ideas there. He was going to freeze on the outside one and then decided to go and freeze on the inside one, which is a good call, because if he can corner freeze to that, anything that now if Sugden tries to hit it at some point down the road, it'll redirect it back out, and that one can be a catcher for him.
It kind of comes up on the butt. In play behind a guard, that's what you want. So nice weight there. Kind of surprised they're not going up here and ripping their own guard. I'm really surprised at that.
I am, especially with the where the scoreboard is, for sure.
I think that might be something, their team meeting after, they'd look at that and go. They don't need to score any more points. They just don't want to give up multiple score.
Line's great. Where? Top 8. Just top 8. Top 12's fine. Just freeze. Can't tap. Never tapping. Got a curl. Hard right up. Hard. Hard. Hard right up. You're close. Hard. Hard right up. Right up.
Yeah, well executed.
You ever just guard that side?
I kind of think that's the call. You come down and come around your own guard, and you got to force things in. You need a miss out of the opposition.
That's right. And especially when you need to generate a multiple point end here, you don't need to play in the center right away. You kind of get something else set up in the outside behind your guard, and then hopefully have a shot at a double or something that'll get you multiple points in the end.
Oh, back four.
Lots of room.
We're coming down. T-line.
Still got it. We're not even on it yet. Not on it yet. Shot.
Good shot.
It was a really nice weight.
Pretty hard to be removed. Don't think they can. So
Point if we do, he's
either
gotta
chase
do
it with a
something
raw, or
over
they
here.
rip a guard, or guard their own again.
Yep. Clean. Clean.
Yeah. Well thrown.
Yep. Opens up the two rocks in the 8 foot.
You ever come around with the out turn, kind of just tap the red on the
A
yellow?
little less than a quarter.
Get it to the back of the 4 foot?
that.
I think it's
That
there.
or we do something like that.
Back line. Yeah,
Yep.
just open it up.
I don't mind that shot at all.
And if they chase you, who knows? It could tick the guard or something on the
Or
center.
we can
and-
try to do something like this too. Shoot this over the top. Okay.
I think at this point, you want to keep as many rocks kind of in play. I like his, I guess it would have been his
I got
second
about a
call.
quarter each
I
way.
like to see that coming and just tap that red, and still leave the yellow one back for a catcher of some kind.
Bump.
Yep.
This isn't a bad shot, but
well, I can't say I'm a fan of it because it opens that one off, unlocks it.
It does.
And you're behind the tee line. You're looking at scoring one maybe instead of you need more than 1 point right now.
Clean.
If you could rearrange those ones
well,
up front.
You don't want to roll too far,
Clean.
because then you take away your ability to push that yellow one out of the 4 foot.
Straight.
Yeah, well executed. It just nowhere to hide for that one. That's the problem.
So, we're one. I think you play that, then he's got to get 2 of ours out.
Okay.
Like you get full buried.
I like it.
Throw 10?
Yeah.
Well, there's the call. Going to try to hit and roll onto the button behind their own.
Yeah.
Yep. Gotta go. Whoa.
Whoa. Ryan. Yep. Straight. It's okay. That's my bad. That's fine.
That ends up, it kind of leaves a double. This may,
opportunity for Team Campbell.
For sure. Now he gets that, sits there. This
I got normal.
should help build for that, at least a deuce send.
I'm good, normal, yeah.
If he doesn't make a double, as long as he can roll to the inside, he can kind of come over and kiss that one, and then he's under cover.
Yeah. All he has to do is just push the second yellow rock out. Yeah.
Big shot coming up.
Yes.
Yep. Hard.
Got to go hard to get it by.
Girl.
Not going to be too far off here. That's a really
Real
good
nice shot.
That is a really nice shot.
Okay.
And I do believe that's shot rock, is it not? From our vantage point, or not? Or is it yellow?
Give me, it's probably worth a measure, I think, there.
He's got this roll in. I'm okay with giving him one. I think you guard up this one, then it also guards up the tap. Right here?
Yeah, I know.
Guards their hit and roll in and the tap.
That's the danger with leaving that center line guard up there all the time. Good early, but not so good now. With a 5-point lead.
Tap on that side. It's just looking scary for a big end, right?
This one's shot already.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying you can still draw around.
Well, there's our answer on those two rocks, Barry.
There's still a big end here, right? If we don't make this guard.
Just make it.
I like it.
Easy to say. He's not throwing the last one.
Yeah. There's not much to this at all. Just make it.
Like pretty wide, so he still can't get around a pack.
But 100% right. You got to focus on plan A, option A.
Like you can leave a little hole, maybe. All for line here, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now Sugden's going to come down, try to guard on what will be his out turn. Hopefully block off the opportunity to either come and tap the red Campbell stone or hit and roll in off of his own yellow stone. So basically trying to cap off two options that Ryland Campbell would have on his next shot.
Line's great.
Looked heavy early, but it's starting to dig now, so I think he should end up in a pretty good spot.
Hard curl.
Yeah,
Looks like the weight's pretty good.
Hard both, hard. Hard carry it. Hard.
Gotta go hard.
Hard.
Hard. Hard, 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 hard.
I don't know. We'll find out.
Is there a hole through there? Gonna double your two reds and then it ricochets over onto the yellow?
Yeah. Maybe.
I think it's worth a chance of being 5 down. Don't need to throw a rocket, but you know, enough that you keep those reds in the house.
I almost think that if we're gonna make it, we're gonna tick our own red. Is it ever this?
We're one, right?
Not sure you can get to nose enough of that call.
Yeah.
Yes, we are. That's what I'm saying. Like, do we try to get a second point in and kind of see if we can maybe get 3?
Yeah.
Is it ever this?
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
Yeah. Good call if you can sink, make that. You get 2 under cover, lay 2.
For sure.
Sorry?
Back 8?
Yeah. I think back 8. Moving 2 rocks.
It should be close.
Yeah.
Well, the call here is the back 8. Raise the yellow onto the red and let the red stop in the 4-foot to lay 2.
Back 12? Yeah. We're just, like, we're literally moving it.
Really only needs to move it a solid foot, Sean, eh?
Yeah, that's all he has.
I guess anywhere between foot to almost 3 feet you can make it.
You've
but,
got you've got a
all
little
the
bit
4 foot,
of room to play with there. And they've got, you know, really kind of half to almost 3/4 of a rock to play with on where they hit the yellow one.
Well, I like his weight. It's got to move a bit.
Straight! Streets! Streets! Hard!
Got to go.
Hard streets! Hard straight, right up, right up.
Great shot.
That is a really nice shot.
That is a great shot. He couldn't have thrown it any better. Looked like almost that get like a pick. It spun about halfway down it. They weren't too concerned about it, but it did take off. So.
Or this run.
Well, great shot to lay 2.
Still gives him 2 if you play that.
I think you got to play this one.
What
Get
is,
one of those out.
I mean, yeah, you peel that off though.
Yeah, and then he has a draw.
Like, do you just give him this too? Or you try just running this? Like, you're probably getting a red out with this.
You gotta hit a red though.
You don't have to. Like, you can hit that one out, this one out.
Well, yeah, you just can't hit this one.
And that is an interesting thought here. You know, when
like,
you
this is fine.
right now you're 5 up.
This probably rolls over here.
Do you block it and just give them 2?
I don't.
You know, at this point, it might not seem like a big difference, but the difference between 2 and 3 points here is fairly huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So the one option is to actually throw a guard or top, kind of top 12 on our right-hand side of the sheet as we're looking at it.
By running that corner one in, they're trying to eliminate one.
Yep.
We'll just guard that up then. I mean, isn't that the same as that?
What are you saying?
So just hit this red across here and then it'll go back. Ryan, you got this. RG, you have this right now, eh?
It's
yeah, I mean,
anytime you run in your opposition, run
if you miss
in
on
there.
this though, then you got him double for 3 for him, no?
It's risky.
4. Right, it's a 3. I don't mind that.
If you don't throw anything right now, Sean, I think the Campbell team has got a really, really tough shot draw to get 3.
Right.
Correct?
And
you
that's
start doing this, you could open things up, and
I'd rather be wide. Like, if you ever pick that red,
you might not give up more than 3, but you make the 3 easier.
For sure. And that's why I was thinking, would you ever throw just a guard and put it right basically on the I and the A in the word financial there and block off that draw from that
Taylor
side.
Jackson Financial Services right in there?
Yeah, that would be it.
We give you a couple plugs this morning.
Yeah.
Resi was wanting to hit and roll over on your phone number, and yeah, it was.
Oh. Whoa. Whoa.
Ooh, this might work out better than he planned.
I think he's just drawing for 3.
I don't think that changes much for the Campbell team, do
No,
they?
doesn't change Ryland's shot at all. He's still just drawn to get full 4 foot. See if he can grab his 3 points in the 8th end here.
Yeah.
Which puts him only 2 down, with 2 to go. And
he's
steal, and a steal in the extra end.
This is one that just throw it to the sweepers and let them finish it late in there.
Ryland Campbell, last rock in the 8th end, drawing full 4 for his 3rd point. He's now laying 2.
Josh's rock. Line's good.
Weight
Josh
looks
is
pretty
rock.
good. Boys are on and off it.
Straights.
Ooh, they got to get it
Get
by.
it by.
Do they get it by there enough?
Was it spin? Should.
It spins
great
in.
Shot
That is
for
a great
score
shot.
of.
Should give
3
him
points.
his 3 points.
3 points, a big score for Team Campbell. Score of 3 points to get themselves back into the game. They're trailing now, where it is 7-5 after 8 ends of play. Maybe I'm being premature, but I thought earlier in the end they called it.
They had already called it, and then
but
that one shot actually bumped the yellow one out a little further. So 3 points.
Okay. We'll see you after the break.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
At PharmaSave, we see you, and we care. We see the people in your life who depend on you, so you can depend on us. For prescriptions for common conditions, expert health advice, or support for life's little mishaps, come talk to your PharmaSave pharmacist.
And now collect and redeem Air Miles reward miles for even more value at PharmaSave.
Today's sponsor, PharmaSave. Canada's community pharmacy is proud to support Canada's community game.
If you grow up in a small town in this part of the world, you basically learn how to curl real young. Kids and even adults who didn't have a place to go because so many facilities were closed. So people started gravitating to our rink and coming out and skating, curling. It became a place to come every weekend for so many families. We would see upwards of 70 people coming and going, on a given Saturday or Sunday. I think it means a huge amount to so many people. It's an opportunity for friends, family, everybody to get together, have some fun.
Welcome back. It was an exciting end there at the end of a couple really good shots to generate 3 points.
You bet.
Continue
Really
this game
well.
on into the ninth end. It looked like a little dicey being down. It might be over after 8, but live to play another day. So we got a couple more ends of exciting action coming.
Yes, a well-planned end by the Campbell team just to kind of build up that end. Nice to see that they weren't, or they were patient. They weren't trying to push things and early in the end, and were able to get the rocks positioned in the right spots to generate their multiple scores.
Well, we kind of mentioned there early in the end when the Sagan team put that center line guard up there.
Exactly.
With 5 points, you don't throw guards to the opposition, and look what happened. All 3 of those points were scored in behind the guard, their own guard. The case there, I think when you get that far up, throw it through or make sure it's in the house or something. But you just
Goodness.
So Ryan Thiessen had just come down, picked the one out of the 4 foot, rolled to the edge. You're seeing Rylan Campbell ignore that. He's asking Josh Evans to come around the center guard. They're gonna, I'm assuming, play all out for a steal here. So you may see some of the Sugden rocks hang around in the house. They're not going to be too worried about moving them. Ooh, not quite what you wanted.
What you're looking just to slip through. So skipper's not going to leave this one on the center line this time around. He's up there peeling.
Yeah.
Well, 8-5. Tie. Needs it.
Got a flash? Nope. Never doubt.
Got a piece of it. So Tanner Treichel comes down, clears the guard. Everything's out. Nothing out front anymore. So you're going to see Rylan ask Josh to come down and throw up another center guard. They'll start the process all over again.
We're halfway right now. We're tight.
Mine's good.
Tight.
we're in.
Yeah, just a reminder that we have another draw, this evening draw, right after this at 7:45.
Okay.
And the junior ladies, Dungus against Team Allen. And Sean, I see you're back here, volunteering again with the immortal Resby Coots.
That's right.
Bill.
Yeah. Yeah. Gives me, an opportunity. I didn't get a chance earlier on. Work commitments. I couldn't get away, so I decided to sign up more for the evening draws that I could definitely help out with.
And just a reminder going forward tomorrow, we've got all-day action here again. So if being the weekend, if you decided to come down to the Brandon Curling Club and watch some curling live, watch all the 3 or 4 sheets at a time going. Our first draw starts at 8:30 Saturday morning, followed up by 12:15, 4 o'clock, and 7:45. And we'd certainly like to see you down in the stands here if you're able to make it.
We've got lots of room, lots of seating. We've got bleachers set up upstairs here, so viewing is not an issue. And come down and witness some great curling.
I'd mentioned yesterday, Sean, going back to when we held it, you and I were involved with that, the 2005, at that time it was called Target.
That's right.
And the 2 winners that come out of there were Daley Peters, the son of Vic, and he's been curling with Steve Irwin and your son Travis. And Travis Brooks.
For the last couple of years, yeah.
Yeah, they went pretty deep into the Viterra Championships this year, and the ladies' winner was Caitlin Laws, and we've all known the accomplishments what she's done. So it just goes to show where the future curlers of this great game are coming from.
For sure. And it's really neat to see kids coming through events like this that we can host at the club and see them on kind of the national stage and international stage later on.
What time do you like? Okay, now you're good.
So it looks like Ryland's having Logan come down and try to freeze to the one in the 8-foot.
Hard. Hard.
Line looks really good.
It's really good.
Just unfortunate they had to sweep it to try and make it move. And
My bad. 10. 9.
the nice part about if they can make that freeze, then it would probably take Sugden at least 2 shots to get it out of the house.
Yeah. Yeah, hard. Gotta go.
Well, you're
hard. Oh.
Wait, oh. Clean.
Well, let's have the same opportunity, just freeze a different rock.
A little different rock. Tyler Fair comes down, hits that out, rolls over in front, so he's got a little bit more backing in there now.
A good opportunity to come down and just get in front of those yellows there somewhere. You just never know where the jam might happen.
Well, that's right. If you can ever get this just froze solid to that one in the 8-foot, biting the 12, makes it tough to get rid of. And like I said before, probably takes Sugden at least 2 shots to try and get it fully out of the house. So.
And you're definitely trying to steal, but if you could hold the team to 1, you're 3 down, which isn't optimal, but you're still got a chance.
Still got
just
for sure.
Scored 3 this last end in the 8th end here, so it can happen.
And especially with the 5 rock and no tip rules.
Yeah, 15-9.
Do you go in there? Or do you go open maybe on the 4-foot?
Like if you go right here,
top 4-foot maybe.
I think again
I think you go there. Team Campbell's going to go around it, aren't they?
I don't mind that still.
I think I'd just go wide open.
Just go right to the outside edge of the 4-foot.
If he freezes on this side, you got the peel out for 2. If he goes on that side, then you're just drawing for 2. Peel it that way, right?
Yeah. I think peeling it the other would be optimal, wouldn't it, Sean?
Yeah.
You know, you get 2/3 of the sheet of ice to ram it through.
And this, your shooter's got to roll a long ways.
Yeah, I think the maybe he knows this ice better though.
Well, you know, and these kids throw enough weight on here that, you know, as long as they catch a part of that rock, it's going to roll a long way. So, yeah, he's fine.
What are we talking about? Through perfect.
Yep.
Well, another opportunity for Team Campbell to come down and try to put that freeze on there. It's,
I thought I popped that one going, so.
Triple for the flank and try to steal two or what? Like this has to be pretty perfect on nose. They're all sitting anywhere on this side, picking it, right? Okay.
Rylan Campbell with his last rock of the 9th end, trying for the perfect freeze on a rock in the edge of the 8-foot, 12-foot.
More room. Lots of room.
lots of room on this one,
Lots
Sean.
of room. It's just a matter of weight. If he's got the right weight, it'll finish. But
any chance he might corner freeze on the one in the back?
One, we can go to this, but then we got to. Okay.
okay.
Well,
he's now laying. Sugden's laying one.
I think I might be tempted to draw for my 2 points.
Yeah.
If he doesn't throw, he's up 4 points, correct?
Yeah, you're right.
I think the team's maybe going to count him up.
The team. He's got a little.
He's trying to pad his stats. I think.
Yeah.
Double takeouts and whatnot.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Hey, you got to think about it." Well, Sugden team is already laying one. He's coming to throw his last rock for attempting to draw for two. They are 3 up and we're playing the 9th end. So, Sean, this may be our last end of the game. Just a reminder, we've got coverage coming on at 7:45 and all-day coverage tomorrow.
Hard then, head down. Yeah, you really gotta go. Really gotta drag it. Head down.
I think the boys are going to have to work fairly hard on this one to get it.
Gotta be half 8.
Oh, I think
15-8.
it looks like they've made it there. That one is pretty much all sweepers on the way down.
Scored 2 points and didn't have to throw a hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that is that looking like it's going to be a game. Shake hands.
I don't know. So the Sugden team scores 2 in 9 to go up 9-5.
And we'll be right back with or without the 10th end here. Go back and join us.
Like we're on TV for a reason.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
If you grow up in a small town in this part of the world, you basically learn how to curl real young. Kids and even adults, they didn't have a place to go because so many facilities were closed. So people started gravitating to our rink and coming out, and Skating, curling, it became a place to come every weekend for so many families. You would see upwards of 70 people coming and going, you know, on a given Saturday or Sunday. I think it means a huge amount to so many people. It's an opportunity for friends, family, everybody to get together, have some fun.
Today's sponsor, Sunrise Credit Union. Building a brighter future together.
At PharmaSave, we see you, and we care. We see the people in your life who depend on you, so you can depend on us. For prescriptions for common conditions, expert health advice, or support for life's little mishaps, come talk to your PharmaSave pharmacist.
And now collect and redeem Air Miles reward miles for even more value at PharmaSave.
Well, welcome back, folks, to the 2025 Co-ops of Manitoba Junior Men's Provincials. I'm Barry Rabe with Sean Taylor, and just when we're going to break, the teams decided after the ninth end to shake hands, so we do have a complete game. Nash SUGDEN over Ryland Campbell with the final score. Let's take it down, Sean. I believe it was
9-5. 9-5
score. And they come out victorious. What are your thoughts? I thought it was a pretty well-curled game. A couple breaks here and there.
Yeah, and that's all. It's just a matter of a couple of shots here and there, but all in all, fairly well-curled game. And it turned out well for one team and not so well for the other.
Right.
So.
Anyways, we're going to sign off for this game. Again, Barry Rabe with Sean Taylor. Please join us for action again this evening at 7:45. See you then, folks.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
New at Asham, load up and go with our redesigned curling broom bag on wheels. This bag's all-terrain heavy-duty wheels glide with ease. Its solid construction is durable and fits all your curling gear. Check out our website at asham.com.
Eat.
Meet.
Stay.
Canad Inn's destination centers are your home for hospitality, with 10 locations in Manitoba and 1 in North Dakota, featuring the finest in accommodations, food and beverage, entertainment, banquet and conference facilities, and so much more. For the best service and best value, your only stop is Canad Inns. Call today at 1-888-33-CANAD or visit us right now at canadinns.com.
For exceptional customer service that measures up to any job, see the experts at McMahon & Yates. From tools to materials and everything in between, the experts at McMahon & Yates make sure that you have everything you need for your next project. All delivered right to your door. McMahon & Yates. Make it better.
From small towns to big cities, Chicken Chef is comfort food you can count on. We're your chicken choice. And pizza choice. And salad choice. And so much more. Chicken Chef, bring your appetite. We'll take care of the rest.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
At Viterra, we believe in the power of connection. Our world-leading agriculture network connects producers and consumers to supply top-quality food ingredients each and every day. Our team takes great pride in working closely with farmers to help feed the world. It's something we've been doing for over 100 years. And as an industry leader, we're dedicated to playing a critical role in meeting the needs of a growing world. Because together, we're stronger and achieve more.
Curl Manitoba is proudly sponsored by Manitoba Pork. Good for me, good for Manitoba.
Original 16. Celebrate things done well.
Today's sponsor, PharmaSave. Canada's community pharmacy is proud to support Canada's community game.
At PharmaSave, we see you, and we care. We see the people in your life who depend on you, so you can depend on us. For prescriptions for common conditions, expert health advice, or support for life's little mishaps, come talk to your PharmaSave pharmacist.
And now collect and redeem Air Miles reward miles for even more value at PharmaSave.
For exceptional customer service that measures up to any job, see the experts at McMahon & Yates. From tools to materials and everything in between, McMahon & Yates. Make it better.
Today's sponsor, Recycle Everywhere. You drink it, you bin it.
Ooh, I like it.
Oh, that's real good. New at Asham, the Shore Glide Delivery Aid. Precision, stability, and style all in one. Available with or without Broom Caddy. With its durable design, it's built to last season after season. Check out our website at asham.com.
If you grow up in a small town in this part of the world, you basically learn how to curl real young. Kids and even adults who didn't have a place to go because so many facilities were closed. So people started gravitating to our rink and coming out and skating, curling. It became a place to come every weekend for so many families. We would see upwards of 70 people coming and going, on a given Saturday or Sunday. I think it means a huge amount to so many people. It's an opportunity for friends, family, everybody to get together, have some fun.
Win a chance to cheer on Team Canada at the Worlds in Moose Jaw, the Jets, the Bombers, the Gold Ice, or your favorite on a night out at Assiniboia Downs. And support the Manitoba Curling Hall of Fame and Museum effort to preserve Manitoba's curling history and celebrate the greats in Manitoba curling. It's a Manitoba Sports Ticket Raffle. Tickets are $5, 3 for $10, 10 for $25, or 40 for $50. Scan the QR code on your screen now for the complete prize and raffle details and to buy your tickets, or go to raffle.link/MB-Curl-Museum. Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.